Tonight, Akron school leaders say they're making some tough choices about diversity policies.
The district is working to cut inclusive language after the Trump administration threatened to pull federal funding from schools that have DEI policies.
Bryant McCrae is now live in Akron with more on this developing story. Bryant, good evening to you.
Well, yeah, good evening, Russ and Lena. For the past several committee meetings at the direction of the current administration, members of the Equity Committee have been going line by line of the racial equity policy, cutting out words like diversity and implicit bias, and much, much more.
And one thing I think that remains unique to Akron is the fact that we are readjusting the paradigm of how we're viewing this work. Because of districts that might have had a website or something up, a lot of places did simply pull it down.
In a more than 3-hour public meeting Thursday night, members of the Akron Public School Equity Board workshopping words and phrases, changing their racial equity policy.
The laws, policies, and guidelines, those are the bare minimum. And I think there are still things that we can put in our policy that we want to do that is in support of our staff and of our community that are above the bare minimum.
The late night coming weeks after the United States Department of Education Office for Civil Rights sent educational institutions a Dear Colleague letter threatening to cut federal funding if DEI language was not eliminated from school policies across the nation.
The Dear Colleague letter came from the president and the president's office. He does not have the power of the purse.
Lathartis Goggins II, educational chair with the Akron NAACP, says he has concerns over the rewording for the APS racial equity policy.
There must be a commitment to the principles and the policies. That hasn't changed. That should not change.
And with a diligent pen, the board using checks and balances to refine its policy.
The impact of discipline policies on particular groups of students is an important indicator of fairness in student discipline for all students. I mean, I think that's really good language with just a little tweaking.
And although concerned, Goggins says he's hopeful the work being done tonight will not underscore what he says is years of progress made by the country.
That all students can have what they need to experience success. That's the commitment. That's the work of public schools, and that's the thing that cannot be undone, should not be undone.
Now, Russ, the edits made to tonight's policy are just proposals, and they will go before the Law Committee this coming Monday at 5:30. For now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Okay, Bryant McCrae in Akron. Thank you.